Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by Tap and Barrel Grill, the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Baldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated. We're loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping. With news that's jaw dropping, they're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke. From Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening. If you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and ride of lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater. You better just let it go and all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them it's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right, ladies and
Smell what
The dude
is cooking.
I wanted this job bad.
And I am a motivational speaker.
All right, here's what I know.
Yeah,
This community is strong. This place has been kicked, it's been battered, it's been bruised.
we just might blow the whole planet up, you know.
I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. None of that matters, and you guys don't want to hear it anyway.
I'm sick and tired of living in a van down by the river.
Here's what I do know. You've had enough shit.
Yeah,
This He's been down and found a way up. We're going to kick you in the teeth.
You know, me and Gene, we really don't know what we're dealing with here, man.
All right, and when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down,
Grab his stick and twist it.
we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Twist is good.
All right, and we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down.
Reckless abandon.
All right, and on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap.
I didn't blame anyone for the loss of my legs.
And we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down.
I don't give a rat's behind.
And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you.
I'll bite your legs off. We're gonna wrestle around.
Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
You're not going to amount to jack squat.
I'm dude.
It would never fails to make me laugh. That is definitely one of your greatest accomplishments. I'll make up with that. It really is.
Thank you. Thank you.
And with that excellent intro, welcome to episode 184 of Sports on Tap Detroit. Alongside Joe Waddell, I am Chris Scott. Joe, how are you?
I'm good. I'm actually very good.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah,
going on vacation tomorrow.
I am leaving to go on vacation tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm leaving on a jet plane. I
Vacations
don't
are
want to
good.
come back again.
I can't say I blame you on that one.
I will, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I definitely can't say I blame you on that one. But,
Yeah.
How
are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple iffy days here the last few ones.
Yeah. I was gonna say you seem like you're kind of just a little off today.
Well, all right. So I'll try to make this quick. So
No,
so
it's our show. We can do what we want.
All right. So Sunday
Yeah.
we go to the Tigers game,
Okay.
which ironically was Fan Appreciation Day, which I found rather funny because of the epic collapse that is happening with this baseball team.
Yeah.
So, you know where we stand, like right behind the right field bleachers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's got those 2 concession stands that we
Where we had to help rescue a guy who hit his head the one time.
Yes.
And then basically right by there, when I was there with my family, a guy fell and hit his head in almost the exact same area.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? You know how they have that aisleway, so handicapped people can get through. And
Yep.
Etc. And that's where we always stand. So
Right.
we get there, and we're the first ones in that area.
Okay.
Cool, So I get a beer. I had to take literally 2 sips out of this beer, and accidentally knock it over. So automatically I'm like, all right, fuck, dude, it's gonna be one of those days.
God damn it.
Great.
All right. Yeah, it's a sign of things to come.
Right. So, as we're standing, it's my mom, lady friend, and myself. We're standing there, and this guy and his wife walk up, and they stand literally right in front of us, like where that line is that you can't cross, where the handicap seating is.
Yeah.
They walk up and they just stand there. They literally see us standing there,
And they just stand right in
they
front
just
of you.
go decide, yeah, they go up to this line and stand right in front of us. So my mom walks up. She goes, "Excuse me, can you guys move? You saw us standing here. Can you move?" And the guy wants to be an asshole about it. And he's like,
Oh.
"Well, you guys could just stand up here." So I said, "I was like, or
You
you
could-
could just not be an asshole and move over a little bit."
Yeah.
So finally they moved. It's like, okay, whatever, fine. A couple minutes later, this Karen and her bitchy daughter,
Oh God.
literally kind of the same situation. They see us standing there. We're there,
And they
they decide to stand literally right in front of us. So so Lady Fred walks up and she says a little something to him.
it was her turn.
Yeah, and so as the time is progressing, we just keep talking shit to him, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
So an inning and a half goes by, roughly, and they turn around to leave to walk to their seats. Yeah.
What are you doing there if you have seats?
Exactly.
Well, I guess you guys have seats too. So
Yeah,
I,
but if that was your whole plan to begin with, just
Right, to
why
go to
didn't
your
you
seats,
just go to
why
your
wouldn't you just go to your seats?
Anyways, so, but of course, Karen's got to get the last shot in.
Oh,
right?
yeah?
Oh yeah. So she turns around and looks at us. She goes, "Here you go, Your Highness." And that's what I just fucking lost it. I go, you know what? Fuck you, you fucking twat. And I just fucking lost it. And I yelling at her. I just kept calling her a fat twat and everything. And then her daughter's flipping me off. And I'm like, oh, dude, that hurts so bad. Right back at you, And then I don't know if this was her boyfriend or brother or whatever. And he kept staring at me. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. If you want to do something, fine. Let's have at this.
If you feel froggy, jump.
So, yeah, I'm yelling at this woman. They finally go sit in their seats, and my mom, she's like, "Yeah, you probably could have eased up on the language a little bit, you know."
Yeah.
And I looked at her. I go, "No." I go, "Me and Joe talked about this a couple weeks ago on the show. Like, you saw that kid that the Karen stole the ball from, right?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "We talked about this on the show a few weeks ago. This is one of the reasons why we are in the world that we are in now. Is because shit like this goes unpunished.
Because nobody, well, and it goes unchecked.
It goes unchecked. Like,
You know, sometimes people need to be put in check.
exactly. You know, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Kind of, in a way.
Oh my God.
Yes,
I hope that made you feel better.
it did a little bit.
Good.
It
All
made me
right.
feel great.
Then it worked. Then that's fine. I'll accept it.
This is what I tried to tell my mother. I'm like, no, this is the problem. I go, people just think, you know, it's all about me. I can do whatever I want because nobody's going to do anything and nobody's going to say anything about it.
And it's my world. You're just living in it.
Exactly. And this shit needs to be put in check in real time.
The thing that bothers me about it too is like there's no human decency, and
No.
there's no having a courtesy for your fellow human being, right? I mean, I would never walk up and stand literally right in front of somebody that's standing there, whether there was room in front of them or not.
Right.
I would not go just stand directly in front of them so they couldn't see the game. That to me is just human indecency. What are you doing?
Like all she had to do was, hey, do you mind if we stand here? No, fine, stand there. Great, but no,
I don't mind if you stand
No.
there. Just move over a little bit so we can still see.
You literally saw us standing here, and you decided to stand literally right in front of us, and not even like didn't even acknowledge that we were there. You know, again, if she had asked, I'd be like, yeah, fine, whatever, that's cool. Like we can, it doesn't matter. We could move over a little bit.
Human decency
Right.
would have gone along.
But at that point, no, I'm not going to move. Like it's a principle thing at that point.
Right.
So that happens, whatever. And obviously, we were at the game. They played like shit. We left. I'm like, 'cause it started raining, so we're like, all right, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So we
What was
leave.
it? Was it Sunday? You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we leave and we go grab something to eat. And the waitress comes by. She goes, "What can I get you to drink?" I go, "Can I get a Labatt?"
Yeah.
A couple minutes later, she brings me over, sets it down on a table, and then I look at it. It was a Bud Light. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, like it's that day.
That's close.
That's cool.
It's close.
cool.
Bud Light, Labatt, it's close.
So, lady friend, she looks at it, she goes, "You don't want that, did you?" I'm like, "No, of course not." But I'm like, "I'll drink it." No, she's like, "No."
You've never ordered a Bud Light in your life.
I've never. No, I take that. I have. 2006. Elwood. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Yep.
So
God, memories. Okay, go
yeah.
ahead.
So lady friend takes it back and she grabs. She's like, "No, he can have the Bud Light too." I'm like, "That's fine. Whatever. I don't care."
Right.
So she comes back. She was kind of, "Can I take your order for food?"
Yeah.
Sure. We all order food, and I ordered. I was like, there was basically what amounts to be a double cheeseburger, right?
Yeah.
But it has American and Swiss on it.
Ooh, nice.
Now I'm not a huge fan of Swiss,
Okay.
so I say no Swiss,
Okay.
just American.
Yeah.
And even lady friend says no Swiss, just American. 20, 25
They both
minutes goes
came
by.
with Swiss on them, didn't they?
No, it was just my burger.
Oh, it's just yours.
Just
oh.
mine. But she was just
But
reiterating.
she wanted She
reiterating
wanted to try
what I
to
was
make
saying.
sure
Yeah.
to avoid a
Yeah, she looked kind of frazzled, so it's like, okay, we're trying to reiterate to you that no Swiss, just American. So like 20, 25 minutes goes by. What does it have on it?
Swiss.
American and Swiss. I'm like, what the? It was just at that point, I'm like, I can't with this shit anymore.
I'm just gonna go home and go to sleep.
like serious. I
and
was like,
start over
I
tomorrow.
know, don't get me wrong. It was actually a really good burger, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. But it was just
Right.
Come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here?
Well, I've had this conversation a lot lately about two different things that apply to this.
Yeah.
It's people are not good at their jobs a lot anymore.
No.
And
Especially in customer
they're-
service.
In customer, it's awful, and there's a lack of give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's, and they just expect a tip for just being there.
Well, shit.
When
Now
it-
these
when it's
restaurants
like-
are just like they don't give you the option.
A lot of places don't. It sucks, but
Yeah.
there's still a lot to do.
Yeah.
And again, I used to be in the service industry. You have to be really bad for me to not give you a tip, or at least knock it down, right?
Right, yeah.
But again, service has been bad in recent years, where I have on some not given as much of a tip as I
Right.
would want to,
Yeah.
because I don't want to not give a tip. I've been in the service industry. I know how bad. I know how it is.
Yeah.
Like, but again, if you want that, you got to bring good service.
Yes.
I worked at places where the waitresses and bartenders I worked with gave fantastic service. That was what they prided themselves on.
Right.
Not all of them, mind you, but most of them. And these days it isn't the case. And even in regular jobs, people just don't bring the A game anymore.
No,
they bring
don't.
they bring the C+ game maybe, and they basically expect to get paid just for being there, right? I mean, and like I showed up today, and then they get upset. Well, I've been here for 3 years and I haven't gotten a promotion. Because you fucking don't do anything.
Right.
Tenure doesn't mean anything if you're here for 3 years and you don't fucking do anything.
I mean,
right? It's
obviously,
just it doesn't mean shit.
I mean, obviously, there's certain situations where somebody will work their ass off and still not get recognized, but the person that, is a kiss ass will get said promotion.
And that happens.
It does happen. It happens everywhere.
But again,
and it happens even with a server, whether they're good, they give good to great service, and they get tipped like, 5%.
That happens, but again, for me personally, I can't. It's weird, and I get told I'm weird by some people. I go to work every day, and I go to work with the mindset that I have to prove why I get paid what I do and why I'm still employed at the company. It's just the way I am. It's a weird mindset. It's one of those things that I have to prove myself every day to myself, basically, right? But it's I go in every day to put forth the best effort I can to prove. This is why I get paid. This is why I'm here. This is why you keep me. And I can't go in and half-ass it. You know what I mean? I have slow days where I'm just like, man, I'm not feeling it today. I'm gonna do my job, but I'm not gonna do any extra. I'm just gonna make sure my job gets done. It's gonna be done right.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't really have those days either. I go in and I put forth the best foot I can. And I don't understand people who just never put forth their good. They don't ever put forth their game.
But what bothers is those people seem to get rewarded while people who work hard get rewarded with more fucking work.
Well, that does happen too.
That happens a lot.
I mean, that does happen too.
I think that happens a lot.
It does happen too.
And it's like, okay.
But I don't respect the person who goes to work and just goes, I'm just not gonna do my best today. Intentionally. I'm just not going to do my best.
that
you know what I mean?
the hell
Like,
out
I'm
of
just
me,
not going to do my best today intentionally.
No, I'm with you 100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
irritates telling me.
I get that it can be irritating to do your best and then not get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
I have learned in the long run, eventually you will get recognized and rewarded for it. And at least in my life, there's been plenty of jobs where I didn't get recognized and rewarded for it.
For sure.
But again, I've kept that mindset. And so over the years, I ended up getting, you get seen and you get rewarded for the hard work you put forward, in my experience.
Yeah.
Eventually. So I don't respect people that go to work and just kind of half-ass it on purpose, and they're just like, fuck it.
No, that
you know what I mean?
And then they get coddled. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to cover for this person slacking off.
Well, and I could tell you, I experienced it a lot at work.
Yeah.
And it's all over the place. But there's conversations in their head. It's like, how can certain people get away with just not doing anything, and the rest of us have to pick up the pieces?
Exactly.
And it happens.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But again, I'm the type of person, I can't not pick up the pieces. I can't let it fail. You know what I mean? And that's just I can't let it fail.
That's where we differ, because I'll let it slide just to prove a point.
I have a hard time doing it.
I will because I feel if I don't prove that point, then nothing will change. It'll just stay the way it is,
you're right,
which is bullshit. The whole point of the job, it's for us to get better, for us to make everything easier for everybody.
Right.
But if you got one person or two people that are slacking off and having to create more work for other people, that pisses me off, and it should. And two, it fucks everybody else too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, shit, now that the person behind me has to cover for me because I'm covering for this idiot who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing,
right. And it's always those people that expect to get rewarded with like promotions, or a better position,
right?
Or
Exactly.
It's like, I've been here, I've been working my ass off. The fuck you have?
No,
you've been doing. I'm sorry, did you say you were working your ass off?
Like, dude, we have eyes, we can see what you do on a daily basis.
In the words of Cat Williams, I can see you, right?
Exactly. Like,
I can see you, right?
Like, you can bitch and complain about it all you want, but again, we have eyes. We see what you do on a daily basis. What you do and what you're complaining about, the math ain't math in here.
It's
it's just not. No, it's not good.
And then on the other end of that, with your experience, is the people who are just it's their world we're living in it. And I that one is even higher on my list of things I can't stand. I can't stand human indecency
Right.
about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And lots of people can say I'm an asshole. They won't be wrong. But I also treat people with respect as long as they treat me with respect. Like, I don't go around disrespecting people on purpose.
And that's one thing I said to my mother that day. I go, you know what? If she's gonna act like an asshole to me, then I'm gonna treat her like an asshole.
100%.
Like, I'm sorry, that's just the
100%.
way it is. Like, why should I? And she's talking about bringing up the high road and shit like that. I go, no, that doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't.
There are certain occasions where I still will, but for the most part, I have changed to the point, and I used to, but for the most part, I've changed to the point because we talked about it and we agree on this. It's unchecked bad behavior keeps going unchecked, and they just keep acting worse as a human.
Because this is people taking the high road.
Right.
Which, I'm sorry, that shit's got to stop because I think that's how we got to this point that we're in now.
Absolutely.
Is people
Absolutely it
taking
is.
the high road and not calling said people on their bullshit.
Yep.
You know? And that's why I completely disagreed with her on this. I mean, no, I'm not. The high road shit is done.
And on that note, I do want to say I don't condone violence as being the
No, that's
alternative.
not what I'm saying.
No, I know. And I know you're not either.
No.
But I will say, on that note, I had to have a conversation with my daughter. So, and we'll get into sports here in a minute, guys. But we have lives too, so we like sharing a little bit from our lives.
Yeah.
So I had a talk with Ray this last week, and she was telling me on the way from school to her swim class that she had to stick up for one of her friends, who actually two of her friends were getting bullied by another kid, and the one girl had hit the other two girls, not hard, not punching them, but like kind of hit him on the forehead or was being mean. And Ray said, I went over there and I told her, I said, hey, you are not allowed to do that to my friends. And I said, good for you. I said, it's good. You stick up for your friends. I said, that's bad behavior and we don't tolerate that.
Right.
And she goes, yeah. She goes, I wasn't going to watch that happen and not say anything. I said, good for you. I said, and what would you have done if she hit you? She goes, I would have hit her back even harder. And I said, goddamn right.
That's fair.
I said, I don't condone violence, Ray. And violence is never the answer. And you are never to hit first. Ever.
Yeah.
I said, but if somebody hits you first, what are you supposed to do? She goes, hit him. She goes, hit him second, third, and fourth. And I go, you're absolutely right. I said, they get one shot.
I love that.
And so she goes, I haven't talked to mom about this yet. And I go, I bet your mom agrees with me. She goes, I don't know. And I said, and if you were to get in trouble for someone hits you and you hit them back several times because you don't let them hit you, you stand up for yourself.
Absolutely.
I go, what I do? She goes, you would come to school and pick me up and take me out and get me ice cream or take me to Dave & Buster's. I go, you're goddamn right I would.
Right.
And so we got to swim class and we're sitting there waiting for her to go in. And I looked over and I said, did you ask your mom the question yet? She goes, oh no. So she asked her, she told her the whole story about what happened. And then she goes, what would you do if that girl had hit me and I hit her back even harder? Michelle goes, nothing. You should do that. She goes, you should actually hit her a couple times and make sure you get her good. And I said, absolutely. I said, I don't ever condone violence. You don't hit first.
No.
But if you get hit first, you followed up with second, third, fourth, fifth, and even harder.
Yeah, that's different. You're literally protecting yourself. You're standing up
Absolutely.
for yourself. If you incite it, then
If you're the one that hits first, I have a
Right.
big fucking problem with it.
Absolutely.
And I've told her that. I said if you hit a kid first, I'm gonna have a real big problem with it. You're gonna be grounded. I'm gonna be pissed.
For sure.
You don't ever hit first.
Absolutely. No, 100%.
Violence is avoided until
Well,
you can't avoid it.
I mean, speaking of violence, let's talk about the Monday night game last night.
Yeah.
Because
Super Bowl.
That's honestly,
Going to Super Bowl.
like, credit where it's due. That's exactly what the Lions did last night.
They laid a whooping on them.
They punched the Ravens in the face and didn't stop punching them.
So it's funny. I didn't watch much of the second half.
Yeah.
It was tied going into halftime. And I'll be honest with you, I had a lot of stuff. I'm getting ready to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Right? We're leaving tomorrow morning, so I was packing.
But I
was
watched it, yeah.
I was getting done doing stuff, right? And so the first half was pretty even, but it looked like
Detroit was the better team.
Detroit was a better team even in the first half, even
Yep.
though it was tied going into halftime. Like I
Absolutely.
looked at it and I was like, Detroit was a better team.
They absolutely were the better.
And so I saw a little bit of the second half in between doing things, and then I also ended up flipping it off at one point just because I needed to get to sleep. And I worked the next day. I worked today, and then I have the vacation coming up, but I needed to get some sleep. But credit to Detroit, they put a whooping on them.
They did. It's rare that you see a Baltimore Ravens team get completely out physicaled in a game.
And here's the thing, and I don't want this to take away from what Detroit did. Detroit took it to him, right? And I like talking shit to people, to my friends and shit. I like talking shit to people at work. Alicia says, "Am I not invited on another family vacation?" I'm sorry. I thought I sent you the email.
Hey, you didn't get that memo?
You didn't get the memo? You didn't get the memo? I'm sorry. I swear to God I sent it to you. That's my fault. So I like talking shit at work. And I know, Alicia, your husband actually got a little irritated with me today. It was funny. It was for like a split second, but he was a little irritated with me. And I just like talking shit. It's fun. I like poking. I like stirring the pot and poking the bear, right? But Detroit took it to him.
They did.
And the one thing I want to say on the other side of that, though, why does Lamar Jackson drop back to pass 15 to 20 yards every time? Why can't he do the 3 to 5 step drop like everybody else? Why does he have to run backwards to then try to run forwards again? Did anybody else notice that? Like, I don't understand what he's doing.
Well,
there.
not only that, but he doesn't throw the ball away.
He doesn't, and not to mention, he didn't look that fast either.
No, he didn't.
They were catching him.
They were absolutely catching him. Maybe he's injured. I don't know. But, I mean, that's credit to two things. One, Baltimore's offensive line sucks. Like, their offensive line was terrible last night.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to be a thing moving forward. It was not good.
It was not.
And Detroit, they brought it. The front four, they brought it, man. They absolutely brought it.
Yep.
So that's credit to them.
And it's funny because they actually were thin on the front.
Right.
And lost Davenport again.
Yep.
And yet they still were able to get a very good pass rush against Baltimore. That offensive line couldn't keep them away.
But one thing that does concern me, that's secondary. Yikes.
Well, so the one we're talking about Detroit's?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And that was brought up today too. But the one thing I could say about the Baltimore offensive line is, as an offensive lineman, you're expecting to block in a small pocket.
Right.
If your quarterback drops back 20 yards,
right,
the players can just try to run around you. Yeah. You're trying to block for him being right behind you. If you don't know he's fucking 10 or 15 yards behind you, they're rushing towards a place you're not trying to block.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. Like, if you go back and watch last night, he would literally run backwards while looking this way, but running backwards. Dude, it's a 3 to 5 step drop, and then you pass the ball.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I don't understand. I don't understand his mindset sometimes.
I don't either. And it's, like I said, especially when he gets like flushed outside the pocket and there's nothing there.
It looked like he
threw the ball away, man.
He panicked a lot last night.
He did, which, I mean, we've seen that a decent amount from him over the years, and I thought he had finally gotten over that, but
it had looked like it. But then last night was more panic again, man.
Right. So
again, credit to Detroit. They made him panic.
Oh, absolutely.
They got after him, and in the end, that was actually a whooping. It was the same kind of whooping they took in Week 1 against Green Bay.
Yes, it was. But so there we go back to, like we talked about last week. You know, we said, is Green Bay the best team in the NFC? Well, now is Detroit the best team in the NFC?
Well,
is it Philadelphia?
I mean,
I don't know. Is it the Rams? I have no idea.
Can you say Detroit's better than Green Bay? Because Detroit lost to Green Bay. But Cleveland beat Green Bay. So that means Cleveland is better than Green Bay and Detroit, because Detroit lost to Green Bay. And Detroit beat Baltimore, so that means Cleveland's better than all of them. I'm joking, folks. I'm not actually being serious.
That's the thing. Because we did. That's the thing with the NFL, because it's so unpredictable. This is what every week it's who's the best team, who's the best team, who's the best team.
Yeah.
Guys, nobody knows. Nobody will know until one of these teams wins the Super Bowl. That's it. It's simple as that. And frankly, it doesn't even matter until if you get in the playoffs. That's all you're shooting for right now, is to get in the playoffs.
Right.
And even if you get to the playoffs and you don't win the Super Bowl, who cares?
If you get to the playoffs and you shit the bed against, say, a team like Washington, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that happens.
Yes.
It happens. We've seen it happen.
Everybody always comes out with their stupid power rankings. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just get to the playoffs, man. That's it. And then you want to like power rank playoff teams? Fine.
Right.
But power ranking teams during the regular season is dumb.
See, and I had that conversation today. I've had it a couple times, and the one thing that one of the guys came back at me at was well, that's part of the fun of being a fan and watching every week, is you do get really excited when they win, and then you get a little down when they lose, but that's part of the ups and downs. And I'm like, yeah, but it's the overreactions I hate. Like, and Chris, I've said this to you how many years now?
I don't know.
Overreaction.
Oh yeah.
After 1 week of NFL every week.
Every week.
It's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Super Bowl, no Super Bowl.
Dude, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. And it's not just with Lions fans. It's not just with...
it's every fan base.
It's with
does this.
every fan base, and it's every game. And the media does it too. So the media feeds into it.
Oh.
Right? They feed into the ups and downs of like, overreaction Monday or Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, oh, well, this team just got crushed, and they're no longer up there for the...
Exactly.
Like, it's 1 week, guys. Chill. Be excited your team won. You can be a little down when your team loses,
Right.
but like, let's take it a little more like a casual roller coaster, not like the fucking Magnum. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, come on.
Like every team is gonna have like 1 to 3 bad weeks. Like every good team is gonna have 1 to 3 bad weeks. It's going to happen.
Absolutely.
It doesn't mean they're any worse than they were the week before.
And trying to stir the pot today, I did say, don't you guys remember, even when the Lions were bad, they would beat really good teams, right? You guys have experienced this before, right? Where they beat really good teams. And of course, you know, I some people don't like that. I'm just stirring the pot and being a dick. But it's the truth, though. Even when the Lions were really bad, they would beat good teams. Mm-hmm. It happened.
They would. That was I guess the most infuriating thing about it was.
With that said, I'm not trying to take anything away from Detroit.
No, there's nothing to take away from them. They played a great road game against a very good football team.
And that's the other thing. You hit it. It was a road game.
Yeah.
It was in Baltimore. If that game was in Detroit last night, it's an even more lopsided game.
I think so. I think that the final score of that game was not indicative of how that game went.
No, because Detroit was the better team in the first half, and it went into the half tied.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just Baltimore was getting outplayed in the first half, yet they went in tied. They were lucky to go into that half tied.
And this is what I talked about before the season started about John Harbaugh. I think it's this season is Super Bowl or bust for him, in my opinion.
It's funny. I had the conversation today because there's a guy at work who is a Baltimore fan, and we razz each other a little bit. We'll talk shit a little bit because Browns, Baltimore, right?
Right.
And then we also both like talking shit about Detroit, so we got that in common. But I said to him, I said, your coach, your head coach is literally Mike Tomlin this high above him.
Yep.
He's Mike Tomlin plus a little bit.
Yeah.
And that they're the same. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Is you're gonna have a pretty good regular season. You're gonna get in the playoffs. You're not gonna have a losing season, but when you get there, ultimately you're gonna be disappointed.
What's fascinating about this is next week when Baltimore goes into Kansas City, one of those teams is coming out 1-3.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yep.
Who saw that coming?
Not me. Well, and I said it today too, and this is the truth. I said, as a Lions fan, you're looking at the beginning of their season a lot differently right now because it doesn't look like the juggernaut it looked like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Because Cincinnati's got a backup quarterback and doesn't look good. Ooh. Kansas City looks like dog shit. The beginning of the Lions season right now does not look like the gauntlet it looked like a month ago.
2 weeks ago, I was talking with one of the guys I work with who's a huge Lions fan, and we were going through that stretch of the schedule. I'm like, man, if they lose to Baltimore, and they're going to be 1-2. It's going to be.
It looked like a juggernaut.
It really did, but again, injuries. This is the NFL. Things can change just like that.
Changes real quick.
It changes. I mean, this is that's what the NFL is. It changes literally weekly. It changes. So, but yeah, you're right that daunting schedule doesn't look nearly as daunting as it did, a week ago, for that matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So again, credit to the Lions. They went down. They handled their business. What I've found kind of again fascinating about this coming week when they got the Browns. I'm like, guys, that defense is really good.
Yeah,
that defense is really good. And your defense, it's not great. It's solid. It's not great by any means. So, if you keep the Browns in the game, I'm not saying the Browns are going to win that game. That's not what I'm saying at all here. I'm simply saying that don't underestimate that Browns defense, guys.
Well, here's the thing.
It's good.
Nobody in their right mind would have picked Cleveland to beat Green Bay either.
No, certainly not.
But here's the thing. It was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That defense is good enough. And you can't let Elite Joe stick around in a game.
Right.
I'm kidding, by the way. But you can't. Like if you let any team in the NFL hang around, they can beat you. And even with a really shitty kicker, because Cleveland never has a good kicker for some reason. This guy Schmidt
I say
or
you
whatever
can't
his name
even
is.
pronounce his last name.
No, and he hasn't been very good, but he came through clutch on Sunday. You know, and it's any given Sunday. It's one of those things. Cleveland's not a very good
Like,
team.
that was the
They have a
thing
good
on-
enough defense, but that's it.
That was the thing on Sunday. There was a stretch of like 5 minutes where it like popped off for like 5 minutes. Like wild shit was going on, and like
It's the witching hour.
It was great.
It's the witching hour.
It was absolutely great, man.
Credit Red Zone and Hansen for that one.
It was
It's the
awesome.
witching hour.
Well, you know who else is great?
Yeah, Jason Stiller from Flagstar Bank.
If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time home buyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time home buyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546.
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
Speaking of that, let's get into that. The Thursday nighter with the Bills and Dolphins. That was a weird game. Like
Yeah.
like the Dolphins look. I don't know if it was the Dolphins' defense looked good or like Joe Brady just said, we're gonna take like 4 or 5 drives off here and just not do anything with our all-world quarterback and just whatever. Keep these guys in the game.
I think it was a little bit of a letdown game for Buffalo.
I think so too.
It was a. It's hard. They were pumped up, right? And then you got Miami. It's like
I know it's a divisional game. I get it.
It is,
It's a
but
rival.
Miami's dog shit.
Yeah,
And I don't think they were truly up for that game.
I don't either.
And again, they beat them by 10.
Yeah.
Man, if they actually showed up for that game, it would have been even worse.
It would have been. Now, I'll give credit to Tua, even though he threw the back-breaking pick, which he always does.
Yeah.
But I thought he looked pretty good. He didn't look great by any means, but I thought he looked good enough.
That's the thing, man. Tua's never going to be otherworldly.
No.
He's not going to be. He's not going to look great. But he is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He makes some boneheaded throws sometimes,
He
but I
does.
think sometimes it's because he's pressing.
Yeah.
To try to bring the team back or to try to, you know what I mean? It's a pressing error. It's not an error that he would necessarily make if the game was tied or if they were winning. You know what I mean? Like it's a pressing error.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Especially obviously when he gets pressured. Mm-hmm. He tends to make really, really bad decisions. Now, but you look at the Dolphins, and if Tua wasn't their quarterback, it'd say it was their backup. Oh my God. That might be the worst football team ever.
They're not good.
Like
They have a couple of very good players. Like Devon Achane is awesome.
Yeah.
But that dude is wasting the beginning of his career on that team.
He is.
There's nothing there for him, man.
No. But
How long before Tyreek Hill is gone?
I put week 5.
It's got to be soon.
Yeah. I would,
How long before Mike McDaniel gets fired?
I thought for sure he was going to get fired after the Bills loss.
I kind of was with you there.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised it's not happened yet, but it's going to be soon.
Everything I read, though, Stephen Ross loves him. So
What?
yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know.
I got nothing on that one.
Again, this is why bad organizations stay bad.
Yeah. They are bad.
So
Jesus.
moving on to the Browns-Packers game, which, wasn't the greatest football game ever played by any means.
No, it
But
was. There was a lot of defense in that game.
Your Brownies
And
snuck it out, man.
They did. Hold on. Ask me if I really gave a shit though. It really didn't. Great, they won. I didn't get excited about it. I was just like, oh wow, they beat Green Bay. That's good. I don't expect much from them if they pull out a victory or two like this. It's good, but I mean they're not going anywhere this year.
No.
It's a good win for them, I guess, but their defense it's their defense. We knew their defense was going to be good. Their defense is awesome. I mean, and it's Myles Garrett is again, that dude is just a monster.
Yes, he is. God, those jerseys they wore on Sunday. What?
I really didn't pay attention to them.
Literally all brown
Yeah. I mean,
with like orange numbers.
yeah.
Like they literally look like pieces of shit.
Well,
Like, flat out, they did. But yeah,
lots of people will call them that.
yeah. I mean, credit to the Browns. They got, and then people were, oh my God, I can't believe the Packers lost again. Like we just talked about. Don't underestimate that Browns defense. It's good, guys. It's
Well,
good.
and that's the thing, man. Like every team in the NFL can win on any given week.
Yep. That's why they call it
that's
any
the
given
truth.
Sunday.
It is. It is. It's a cliche, but it's the truth.
Any given
And again, especially a team like Cleveland, right? Where their offense is dog shit. They don't have much going on, but that defense is good enough where they will sneak out a couple games that you don't expect them to because their defense is just that good.
Yes.
Whereas some other teams that are not good might not pull out those victories, right? But they have a good enough defense where they'll pull out a couple victories that you don't really expect them to.
Yes. Up next, the Colts and the Titans. I mean, flat out, are the Colts for real?
Indiana Jones, man.
I know. I feel like we say this every week. Are the Colts for real? Are the Colts for real? But
Are the Jags for real? Anyway,
we've been down that road.
Back to the Colts and the Titans.
I say the Colts are real adjacent.
I would say the Colts are real adjacent.
Okay.
I would say they're next door to real.
I
They're in the house next door. They might move a block over here pretty soon.
I'm gonna say I'll stick with the real adjacent simply because I think they do have pieces on offense that can keep them in that conversation.
Well, Jonathan Taylor is
yes.
a monster. I mean, he's playing out of his mind right now. That offensive line is opening up holes for him, and he is just that dude. I think he broke 6 tackles on one of his touchdown runs.
Yeah, he's
it was like Jesus Christ.
And then again, but the whole thing comes down to Indiana Jones, whether that's for real or not. If he can keep doing what he's doing,
Whatever they're doing right now is working, and it basically it's Jonathan Taylor is running the ball so well that offensive line is opening up holes, and Daniel Jones has the threat to run.
Yep.
But he doesn't do it so often it takes away from the game. He can do it enough where he catches them off guard sometimes and can burn them a little bit. And he's putting the ball where it needs to be when he throws it too, which was not his MO when he was in New York.
Now, this, I guess, begs the question, was this a New York Giants thing, or is this an Indianapolis Colts thing?
I gotta see this go on a little further before I say that, but I think I'm leaning towards the fact that it's what we say all the time. Bad organizations stay bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes the organization just breeds ineptitude, right? I mean, look at Cleveland. Look at the team I root for. You know what I mean? Like, the worst thing they ever did was get rid of Baker Mayfield. I said it at the time, and I'm going to keep saying it because every day that goes by, it just proves how bad of a move it was.
Yes, it was.
Baker Mayfield is a fucking stud, dude. That dude just finds a way to win.
He does. He does. And
he has the attitude of I don't care what happens. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fucking give it my all, and we're going to fucking win.
Right.
So, yeah, bad organizations stay bad for a reason, man.
Yes, they do. Next, we got the Vikings and Bengals. God, that was an ass kicking.
That was
my favorite quarterback ever. Starting for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of what. Let me try to find this here. There was a stat that I came across that was kind of funny. I thought about you when I saw it. That's why I decided to try to save it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Is it about Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about Carson Wentz.
Yeah, my favorite. I love that guy.
Oh man.
I mean, this is like about the Bengals though. It's
yeah.
Like, even without Joe Burrow, are they that bad?
I think that here's where I'm not going to overreact. No, I don't think Cincinnati's going to be that bad all the time. I think they had a really bad game. I think Minnesota came out jacked for that game. And sometimes games just get away from you, man. And in sports, sometimes it's just not your day, right? And one thing can set the whole tone. And if the tone is a defeatist tone, then the whole game is going to go like that. And every team can have a game like that. And I don't think Cincinnati is going to be that bad all the time. I think Minnesota came out and knocked them in the mouth, and I don't think Cincinnati was prepared to put up that fight.
No.
I think they were expecting a little bit of an easier game too, with a backup quarterback in there, and yet Carson Wentz didn't look like a backup. And here's the stat that I know you'll love. The Minnesota Vikings are 15-3 when Kevin O'Connell has a ginger starting quarterback.
Is that right?
Yep. An 83.33 win rate, the highest of any team ever starting ginger quarterbacks.
That might be the best or worst stat I've ever heard. I can't figure out which. But that's certainly a stat. Okay.
Here's another one. Talking about the Green Bay game with Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers are the only team in the NFL to not trail a second through the first 3 weeks. And yet they're 2-1. They haven't trailed in a second of a game. Not 1 second of a game. Because they lost on the last kick.
Yep. That's wild.
They're 2-1 and have never trailed in a game yet this season.
That's amazing.
Yep.
All right.
I bring the fun facts, guys.
You really do.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Steelers-Patriots game. Now, the Steelers moved to 2-1. And with this division kind of now, I think it's totally in flux now.
Yes.
With the Ravens maybe not being as good as we thought they were. The Bengals situation going on right now with, obviously, Joe Burrow's going to be out for the majority of the season.
But pretty much he's gone for the season.
Suddenly, my dark horse division pick is not looking so bad.
Who was it? Was
the
it
Steelers?
Yeah. It's not. And, I still think Baltimore pulls out the division.
I do, too. I think eventually they'll get it
but,
right.
But again, you're right. I mean, Cincinnati at this point is an outcast because they have a backup quarterback. It's not Joe Burrow. And will they win games? Yes, but they don't have a shot at winning that division at this point, in my opinion.
No.
Cleveland never did.
No.
They'll make some waves. They'll beat some teams they're not supposed to beat, like they did this last week. But they're not going to make any
They'll
waves.
give the other teams in that division a hard time when they play them. They will.
Right, which they always do. But again, they're no threat.
No. But going back to Baltimore really quick, I wanted to ask you about Derrick Henry. Is he finally on the descent?
No. And somebody else said that today. Actually, the one guy at work who is a Baltimore fan.
Yeah.
So here's what I don't understand.
And I'm not talking about just the fumbles.
No, yeah.
But
no,
overall.
because he still has looked really good in the first 3 weeks, right? But they stopped handing him the football again.
Yeah, they do that quite a bit.
Here's the thing: like he got stuffed at the goal line a couple times, which they were bad play calls.
Those were bad,
like
very bad play calls. Yes.
Bad blocking, bad play calls. If you look at those plays,
No, they were bad
Derrick
plays.
Henry was not the one at fault for those.
No, I agree with you.
But they just stopped handing him the football.
Yeah.
This dude is like a Greek god playing football. The dude's a monster.
Yes.
And when you hand him the football, great things happen. But for some reason, Harbaugh continues to want to take the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands and hand it to Lamar because Lamar is his project and he wants to showcase Lamar. And Lamar just looked like ass. So I just don't understand what the thought process is on not handing your best player the football. He gouged him in the first half.
He did.
He had a 38-yard run and nobody was catching him. The dude is a monster and they still weren't catching him.
Okay.
That big. You know what I mean? And then they don't hand him the football. But then if you don't have the football for a while and then you hand him the football again, he's cold. He ends up taking a hit and fumbles, right? Now he's got to find a way to hold on to the football better, right? He's got to find a way. It's 3 fumbles in 3 games. You can't have that.
No.
Right? As one of the best running backs in the league on one of the better teams in the league, you cannot do that. But you cannot ice your own running back either. Like it's like when you try to ice the kicker on the other team to try to get him to miss things. Yeah. You're icing your own running back because you're not handing the football ever. Like you take it out of his hands.
It's almost like you're play calling like you're behind in the game.
Yes.
Like why?
I don't understand
it. You're not behind. Just keep that offense off the field by feeding your horse, man.
Yes.
Like
absolutely.
Anyways, so the Steelers-Patriots. Steelers take that 21-14. Again, nothing major out of this game. I thought Drake May looked pretty good. Other than that,
he's showing signs. He's getting better. I wouldn't say he looks great, but he's definitely
not great.
He's definitely getting better.
Yeah.
And here, just looking back at this, man, this is what bothers me. I wanted to look this up. Derrick Henry, he had 12 carries in that game for 50 yards. He had a 4.2 average. He had a touchdown and fumble. You gave in a game that you were in.
You were
and
winning
tied.
You were winning at
one point. You were tied. Like you were in the game. Your star running back, you gave him 12 carries. I just don't get it, man.
It was like the AFC Championship game a few years ago when they literally just didn't give him the ball at all.
They completely abandoned him.
They just said, "Here, Lamar, throw it all over the place."
Yep.
And it was like the worst play calling ever.
I feel like Lamar and Harbaugh approach every game like they have to prove everybody wrong about Lamar. You know what I mean? And they just stop. It does, and they just stop handing it to Derrick Henry, who is an otherworldly being on the football field.
Yeah.
You give him 12 carries.
Yeah.
When he's popping him 4.2 a carry.
And this is the thing, they do this.
And granted, one was like 38 yards, but still. That's what can happen when you hand him the football, though. He can if you're stopping him, he can also bust one for 30 or 40 yards for a touchdown and outrun everybody, even though he's that big. Don't get it. Sorry, we can go back.
No, but you're right, because this is a bugaboo with the Baltimore Ravens. They do this every year, and it's mind-boggling. It really is. Like, guys, this never fucking works.
That team should have won more than they have by now.
Oh, absolutely, they should have.
Don't understand it.
But again, smartest dude in the room.
Yep, always.
You
always find that.
Yes, you do. Moving on to the Eagles-Rams game. That was a wild finish.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. We'll talk. That was one of the ones where it was during the witching hour, man, and it was where wins become losses and losses becomes wins.
Man, Jordan Davis, that boy can move. Jesus.
Dude, talk about a big guy that can run fast.
Oh shit, man.
Even his own defensive backs were really not catching him.
Right,
it was crazy.
Man. I mean, talk about a thick six. That was awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's a beast. He runs fast.
He was hauling ass to make it to that end zone, man. But I mean, that's a shitty way to lose for the Rams, though.
Yeah. Here's the other thing too. Talk about fucking kickers. There was a lot of blocked field goals and extra points this week.
Yeah, there was.
It's weird how it goes, but there was like 5 blocked kicks this weekend.
I believe so. Yeah.
And you see one a week maybe?
Yeah, it's rare that you see them. I mean, maybe they
5.
Maybe they have figured something out on, how to get through the line. I don't know, but I mean, maybe that's just the anomaly.
Yeah.
This past week,
you always end up having a week where, like, all right, you'll have a lot of missed kicks in one week, or you'll have a lot of block kicks, or you'll have a week where, like, every tight end on every team scores a touchdown.
Right.
I mean, like, it's like what was today? Was today tight end day? Like, what is happening? There's weird anomalies that happen like that in the NFL, and this week was block kick week.
Apparently. But yeah, Eagles go to 3-0. Now, credit to the Rams. That's a good football team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's a possible preview of the NFC Championship game, right?
It could be. And that their division, I know we talked about before with them, Arizona, and San Francisco. I'm looking forward to seeing how that one plays out. I'm hoping all the teams, and I know San Fran's had some injuries.
They got another one. Jesus.
But Purdy might be coming back now. They said he was close coming back this last week.
Yeah.
But, like, man, if all those teams can overcome any injuries or stay healthy, that's gonna be a fun one coming down. I think it's gonna come down to the last couple weeks in that division. I honestly do.
I could definitely see that happening, but it's so weird. You look at the Niners and you're like, what kind of training are they doing? So many injuries.
I think it's 3 years in a row now where they've just been decimated by injuries.
I don't understand it.
And the funny thing is, the most injury-prone player on their team is not injured
I know,
right now.
right?
He's the one who's healthy.
Exactly. So, like I said, Eagles take it. I think in a possible preview of the NFC Championship game, we'll see how the season plays out, obviously. Yeah. So it was a good game, wild finish. Again, there was wild finishes all over the place.
Yeah.
That's what she said. But
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Moving on to the Jets and Bucks. Again, Baker does it again, man.
Guy keeps doing it.
He just keeps doing it. The Jets, after Aaron Glenn wanted to do his little dance or whatever.
Dude, yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Which I thought was pretty funny. I'm like, okay.
It was pretty funny.
I'm like, okay, coach got some personality. I can dig that.
I did enjoy that. It was like I said, I'm like you. I don't mind when a coach has some personality.
I don't either.
I don't want him to be up there like Belichick was a cyborg for most of his coaching career. You know what I mean? Like
coach was excited. He was happy for his team. It was okay.
I
don't
was
have
great.
an issue with that.
And again, I did think it was funny. I thought the dance, he ran down the sideline, and then the dance at the end.
Right.
I've seen some clips, some TikToks or whatever, where people put music behind it. It was funny. Yeah. So yeah, but then Baker, man, I mean, that dude is just I know there's a lot of people that didn't like him. Maybe he's won them over at this point, or maybe they're in the middle, kind of like you are. You're kind of indifferent towards it at this point.
I'm
You didn't like
6'7" on him.
Yeah, you didn't like the guy, but now you are
respect
just
him.
now you just respect. But like, man, the guy is just a winner.
Yeah.
He has proven he's a winner, man.
Two
I mean,
balls
it's just-
out, man. As simple as that. He does. And again, that's if he keeps playing like this, that's another dark horse Super Bowl contender. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah.
That defense
Yeah.
is good,
Yes.
and he's got the weapons. I know. I think one of his receivers.
Well,
got hurt
Mike
last
Evans
week.
got hurt.
Yeah.
Godwin's close to coming back, I
Right.
think they said, but I still doubt that because that injury was bad. I
was
still think it's a
really
few
bad.
weeks before he's back.
Yeah.
But Emeka Ibuka is proving to be a very good receiver on that team, right? They're going to need guys like was it Sterling Shepard, and I forgot who else is behind him, but he's going to need them to step up because it looks like Mike Evans is out at least a week. Right now, I think he's listed as doubtful to play this week.
Yeah, because he's like 90 years old.
But the dude still keeps putting up 1,000-yard
He
seasons
does.
too.
know,
I
it's
just don't
crazy.
understand.
It's like the quietest 1,000-yard seasons
Absolutely.
ever. Like you look at the end of the season, you're like,
man, he had 1,000 yards
yeah,
again.
1,000 yards again.
Yep.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
a,
that's
sneaky
another
s-
receiver that doesn't have an ego.
No, I mean
He's
he
not-
does.
But
It
he's
just-
not.
You
He's not.
you
A,
don't
di-
see
he's,
it.
he's not a diva.
No, that's,
he doesn't put it
there
out
is.
there.
There's a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got an ego because he's a wide receiver.
Well-
flat out. Honestly, he's a professional athlete, so
right.
he has an ego.
Right, but he
But
doesn't.
not- yeah.
He doesn't broadcast it like most
Yes.
wide receivers do. You know what I mean? Like you look at most star wide receivers on a team, dude. If that was another receiver on another team that had that many 1,000-yard seasons in a row,
Yeah.
You'd never hear the end of them. They'd be all over the place. They'd be divas constantly.
Oh,
That dude, he's so quiet. Like nobody even knows he's there.
Speaking of stud wide receivers, I saw a tweet today that somebody posted saying that Amon-Ra St. Brown was better than Calvin Johnson.
Listen, Amon-Ra is probably one of the best receivers when it comes to attitude, when it comes to not being a diva, when it comes to team first, when it comes to like he's what you would want. He is a Dan Campbell guy.
He is an excellent wide receiver.
Yes. He is a Dan Campbell guy.
Yes.
Right? I mean, and not just an excellent wide receiver. He does the dirty work too. He blocks. He's in there on blocking. That dude is all over the place when it comes to doing his job.
Yes.
And I have a lot of respect for that. I think the guy is great at what he does. I think he finds ways to get open. Do I still think that he's not really a true number one wide receiver? In my opinion, I don't, but he is an excellent wide receiver. Yes. And he finds ways to get open. And again, he does what George Kittle does as a tight end is what Amon-Ra does as a wide receiver. Because George Kittle is an all-around tight end. He blocks. He loves blocking. He gets in there and does the dirty work.
He gets hurt.
That's Amon-Ra. He does get hurt because he does that.
Right.
And that's the thing that, Lions fans have to hope for is that Amon-Ra, because he does those things, doesn't get hurt because of it. But that attitude and that type of personality, that's exactly what Detroit wants.
Yes.
But he's not Calvin Johnson.
He's not Calvin Johnson.
Sorry. I have to preface it with all those things, yes.
Yeah.
But he's not
He's
Calvin
not
Johnson.
Anyway, I had to bring that up because it just popped in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, this is one that Joe will.
Well, and even as I'm not a Lions fan, and I hate a lot of the players that are on their team, but when it comes down to Amon-Ra, like I look at him, I'm like he's very slowly been winning me over as a player. Like I if he was on any other team, I would definitely root for the guy. And
yeah,
and I have a lot of respect for what he does. He does the dirty work that you don't see in the stat lines.
Well, you know who is the Calvin Johnson of realty teams?
The Joe Wright Group.
That's right. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now's the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 3 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, and Shane Wilson a call today at 248-535-4750 to fulfill all of your real estate needs.
There you go.
Happy Chinooka.
Yes. As we move to the Raiders and Commanders game, I don't know what to make of this game. I didn't watch any of it, so I really can't comment on it.
I didn't see much of that one either.
I was at the
honest with you.
Tigers game while this game was going on, so I didn't see any.
Yeah,
of it.
I didn't see much of it. I mean, Geno Smith looked good, but
Did Geno?
yeah, well, it's not delivery; it's the Geno.
That's right.
Geno looked all right, but again, some of that was in kind of garbage time. Mariota came in and just was a serviceable backup.
He managed the game.
He did. He did. He didn't have to go out there and win it for him, but he managed to put up points and he didn't look bad doing it. So
Not good for him, man.
he got the win, and that's what you want out of a backup when you have a star quarterback, right?
Yes.
You want a backup who could come in and just not lose the game for
Kind
you.
of like Carson Wentz, what Carson Wentz did against Cincinnati.
Yeah, like
Came
you
in.
come in, don't lose the game for us.
Yeah, just don't do stupid shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. I mean, that's a good win for the Commanders. Even though I look at the Raiders, I'm just like, I don't. What are you?
Well, and here's the thing too, man. What are they doing in Las Vegas right now?
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know what they are. What are you doing?
You have arguably the best tight end in the league.
Yeah, and Brock Bowers, yes.
You have one of the highest rated running backs coming out of college on your team.
I'm not sold on that guy.
So I'm not saying I'm sold on him, but he is one of the highest rated running backs coming out of college into the pros.
Yeah.
And you have arguably the best tight end in the league.
Yeah.
And you don't find ways to get them the football. You rely on Trey Tucker. Like what are you doing?
And that's
you don't scheme Genty open.
Right.
You don't scheme to get him the ball out in open field by throwing him the football. You don't scheme screens or anything like that. Brock Bowers, who again arguably the best tight end in the league, you don't find ways to get him the ball and get him open. What are you doing?
And I thought this would change with Pete Carroll coming on as head coach. I really did.
I don't understand it.
And again, this is again why we say bad organizations stay bad, because they don't even do the little things right.
No,
like scheming open your best players.
Yep.
I don't understand it. I really don't.
It's like they're intentionally trying to just be competitive in games but not win them.
Like I almost feel bad for Frank for being a Raiders fan, but then I don't, because I'm like, you put up with this shit.
Yeah, but is he really a Raiders fan at this point? Because the Lions are winning, they're so good. I think the Jags.
Frank,
he
you
gave
got
up
to
on the
text in on
Jags.
this one.
Right?
Frank, you got to text in on this one, buddy. I got to see.
He's at work right now. He might not
is he?
actually.
Never mind.
Might not.
If you're not a Raiders fan anymore, I'm taking that flag down.
I think he is. But I wouldn't say he cares about them that much right now, right?
Because the Lions are winning.
The Lions are winning, so like that absorbs everything, right? The Lions they're not just winning; they're really good, right? Mm-hmm. So if you are a fan of a couple teams because the Lions suck for years, and you're like, all right, I got to be fans of other teams here because they just suck. Now that the Lions are really, really good, those other teams, I'm still a fan of them, but they don't really matter as much now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Which I think is what it is.
Yeah. That's fair.
In my opinion, he hasn't said that, but
moving on to the Falcons and Panthers, ass kicking, flat out. Penix looked like shit. 30-0 beat down. Good for Bryce Young.
Yeah, that was another weird game, man. That was I had picked a parlay of some upsets, and I actually had them money line winning that game.
The Panthers?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was one of a couple upsets that I had kind of looked at and pegged, and I was like, man, this could actually happen. Mm-hmm. And I think it was 4 games. And I think they were the only team to really pull it out. But yeah, I kind of saw that one coming a little bit. Like Atlanta didn't show me anything in the first couple weeks.
No, they really haven't. And
they're a little off, man. I don't understand it. Again, they have one of the best running backs in the game. They have a very good wide receiver. Yep. They have a tight end who was supposed to be really good. I'm not sure what he is. And Michael Penix shows flashes of being really good. But to me, play calling sometimes, same as with Las Vegas, is just questionable.
I feel like Kyle Pitts just needs to go to any other team, and I think he'd be fine. You see it a lot with guys that move on to a different team, and they just get that change of scenery, and then they're like, okay, I can do this now, and they go off, and of course people are like, well, we had him. I was like, yeah, but it's cool that you had him, but he wasn't going to make that kind of production for you guys. He just wasn't.
Right.
So
right.
You good?
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta Yeah.
All right.
Got a message I had to.
Gotcha.
My bad.
I was going to move on to the Jaguars-Texans game. God, another shit football game. But
Yeah. This is another team that I can't make out what they are. Well, actually, two of them.
yeah,
So Jacksonville hasn't been what anybody thought they would be at the beginning of the season because they are. I just don't see the offense the way Cohen had it in Tampa.
no.
It's not running the same way. Brian Thomas Jr. has been non-existent. There's a rift, and again, it was actually talked about after we talked about last week. And I will say there was quite a few people who agreed with what I had to say, that, you know, the coach acted like an idiot, but as a player, you can't disrespect him like that. There's a rift there, despite what they say that it's not. Brian Thomas Jr. has an attitude problem right now because they're not giving him the football, they're not scheming him open. But again, dude,
and apparently when they do give him the football, he drops it.
What? And again, he's had some bad drops this year too. Yeah. So like there is that is not starting off good for that new coach.
No, it isn't.
It's not, man.
No.
And maybe we should have known it when he went Duval.
I mean,
but
yeah,
we also thought
Sirianni
with his press conference of just jumbled up mumble jumble, which was a bunch of gibberish for no reason.
Yeah,
we thought that too. But this is not a good start for them, and it looks like it could get ugly before it actually gets better, if it actually gets better at all.
And then we move on to the Texans side of this. It's like C.J. Stroud, man. Again, we say it's not all on him.
It's not. That offensive line is not good.
It's not good, but it's like, even when he does have time, it's just like, it's like the process just goes too fast for him now. And like we talked about, he doesn't want to get another receiver killed.
And honestly, I think this dude has PTSD from Tank Dell.
I think you're absolutely right on this. And I don't think enough people talk about that. I really don't.
In my opinion, that's what I see.
Yeah.
And again, I could be wrong, been wrong plenty of times, but in my opinion, he has PTSD from what he considers him getting Tank Dell hurt.
And it wasn't his fault
at all.
The slightest.
At all.
It really wasn't. So we'll see if he can kind of get back to at least somewhat of the form he had in his rookie season.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's gonna be tricky because starting out 0-3. I mean, granted, you're not in a great division, so you got a little bit of leeway here. But 0-3 start, not ideal. So move on to the Broncos Chargers game. Chargers, they for real?
Yes.
Broncos, they frauds?
No.
Okay.
I think the Broncos will pull it together. I think the Chargers are a team that definitely can win this division.
I think we talked about that in our previous
We did.
show.
And I also think Denver can win the division.
I think I picked them to win the division.
I think I did too, actually. Yeah. But this is a division we both talked about. We thought this division was the Chargers or the Broncos division, that Kansas City would not win this division again.
Yeah.
And I think in that sense, we're going to be right. It's a long season. Things can happen. Not like he's great, but the Chargers did just lose Najee Harris.
Again, another Achilles.
There's a lot of Achilles injuries.
Like I was talking with this with one of the guys I work with about
Eckler was an Achilles,
right? And we've talked about this too, like the lack of preseason. And you guys they go into games and just go full speed. You don't get your muscles used to.
I will keep saying that,
and because you're right. And not only that, I think this turf has something to do with it too, because there's no give to it.
Nope, I would agree with you.
Like he's been playing on grass his whole career in Pittsburgh. And he goes to this turf, which he's not used to, which his muscles aren't used to, which has no give.
Yep.
That's the thing. I'm sorry. I feel like every NFL field should be grass. Every one of them. I think this turf is garbage.
You can do it. It's
you
possible.
can absolutely do it.
It's possible. But I really do, in my opinion, I think a lot of it has to do with no preseason. Lack of preseason. Lack of training camp. And they may have training camps, but they're not like they used to be, right? the union got in, right, or the NFLPA, the Players Association got in, and they're not as hard. They don't run them as much. They don't. And again, I think a lack of going all out before you hit the regular season leads to a lot of these injuries. I really do.
But they'll say, well, yeah, but what about the joint practices? Like, I'm like,
okay,
I guess
those can take the place of some preseason games. I agree, and I think the more you do that, the better off you're going to be. But there is a lack of preseason at this point, and you don't have your starters doing a lot of that, right? You
really
have the
don't.
backups doing it. The guys who are going to be bagging groceries later on or on the practice squad. You have them playing a lot of the snaps, whereas your starters, your main contributors during the regular season, or what you want them to be, are not contributing in the preseason. They're not going all out, and you're seeing more injuries.
Yep. It's really a shame too, because there's a lot of high.
Now
players.
Omari and Hampton, sign me up. I took him. I took him in 3 of my fantasy leagues.
You were
'cause
big. You were big on him for sure.
This dude's about to ball.
Yeah, you were big on him for sure. It's a good win for the Chargers, but again, that division's going to beat the hell out of each other. So
yes,
we'll see how it all pans out. But I do believe it's going to be one of those two teams that's going to walk away the victor of that division. Moving on to the Saints and Seahawks. Seahawks defense. I know it's against the Saints. I get it,
but
I think it's a pretty legitimate defense, and I'm not surprised given who the head coach is.
And Ginger Darnold, man.
Yeah. Until he starts seeing ghosts again, he's good. I mean, who knows when that's going to be.
I don't know how he got cured from seeing ghosts, but
I don't know.
Whoever cured him, they need to patent it.
I mean, granted, it's the Saints.
Yes.
Okay. But it's still the NFL team. But I just look at the Seahawks. I'm like, dude, their defense is actually good.
Yeah, they are. I agree with you.
Like, again, I'm not surprised given who the head coach is, but I mean, are the Seahawks a legitimate threat to win the NFC West?
That's going to be a really tough division.
I think it's just like the AFC West. I think it's going to be very similar. I think those teams
It's
are
a
going
really
to beat
tough
the
division.
shit out of each other, and then kind of see
Because you saw
how
the
it plays
Niners,
out.
the Niners in Arizona beat the shit out of each other, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that was again another win that 49ers snuck out. They're 3-0 right now. And
I
they've
have
had-
no idea how that team is 3-0.
They're 3-0. They're the team I picked to represent
did.
the division.
You did.
They're the team I picked to represent the NFC. Doesn't look great on that level.
It does
but,
not look great on that level.
But again, they've suffered a lot of injuries here at the
Yeah.
beginning of the season,
Yeah.
and they're still 3-0.
I have no idea how that team is 3-0.
I'm not going to lie to you. Neither do I.
I really don't.
But they are.
Yes, they are.
And Mac Jones comes in and he does what you want a backup to do, right?
But like we talked about
He
last
doesn't
week.
lose the game for you.
Like we talked about last week, if he was put in the right situation from the jump, does he look like he has?
Maybe it's different.
Like I don't think he was used properly at all in New England. I really don't.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that game here shortly.
Or maybe it
Come on, we
is.
just talk about it right now. Fuck it, who cares?
Or maybe it is. He's in the league for a little while. Things start to slow down for him.
True.
They're not as,
He sits for a little
they're not
bit.
as fast. They're like everything. When rookies come in, everything is so much faster than in college.
Oh yeah.
And then you're in the league for a little bit, and things start to slow down for you.
Yeah.
Not physically, but mentally.
Yeah.
You're able to slow the game down and make decisions that you wouldn't have been able to make before.
I think him sitting though has helped.
Absolutely.
Too. Because you're like you
Absolutely.
just said, you can study the game. You'd be like, okay.
Absolutely.
And I think that's helped him. So I mean, that's gonna obviously when Purdy comes back, he's gonna be back as the
Absolutely.
starter.
Yeah,
'cause,
he's the
I
guy.
mean,
He's the
got
guy.
the
They
bag.
signed him to the big contract.
Yeah, he's got the bag. So of course, you got to play him.
He's the guy. But
Which
again,
I've never agreed with. Never. Like I'm sorry, stick with a hot hand.
well, and okay, so here's the thing though. Mac Jones is not necessarily the hot hand, right?
He is right now.
He hasn't won the games for him. He just hasn't lost them for him. Right? I mean, his passer rating was 83.8. It's not he wasn't Sam Darnold at 154.8 or whatever it was.
Fair enough.
Right? You know what I mean? He's just not losing the games for him. He's doing what you want a backup to do. He's coming in and he's not losing the game for you.
Yeah.
He's just running the offense the way it needs to run, and he's getting you the wins.
Yeah.
And that's what you want from a backup.
Next up, Bears Cowboys. Whew. Cowboys got thumped.
Yeah.
And it's funny that people are now just seeing that Jerry Jones is not in this to actually win. He's in it for like the show. Quote. Yeah, no shit.
I just really enjoy watching Dallas lose.
Oh, you and me both.
Now
love
I
it.
didn't enjoy CeeDee Lamb going down because I drafted him number one.
Yeah.
I drafted him in the first round in one of my fantasy leagues, and that was a no go. Didn't like that, but
it's so funny that people are just now realizing this. I'm like, really? You just now have noticed this? This shit's been like this for the better part of a decade, at least.
that's literally all he cares about.
He just cares about being in the conversation. As long as his team is relevant,
Yeah,
he'll do. I don't think he gives a shit about winning. I really don't.
yeah.
And it was kind of evidenced, this past weekend when you got thumped by the Bears, man.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't. That was an ass whooping.
That was an ass whooping. And you let Caleb Williams, who
Again, I think CeeDee Lamb going down hindered their offense slightly, right? So
Yeah.
I will say that.
yeah,
And I give CeeDee credit. He came in and tried to gut it out and just couldn't, man. Like
I saw that.
And it's a shame because he's one of those players where you kind of like to watch him play. He really is that good, right? Whether he's playing for Dallas or not, he's one of those players where like, man, I like watching him play. He's really good. But no matter what, that was even if he's in that game, I think the Bears still thump him. It might be a little closer,
Right.
But they thumped him.
But I mean, you made Caleb Williams look like, the greatest quarterback ever.
You made Caleb Williams look like he was Steve Young.
Seriously. Like 1928, 298, and four tutties?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
Like, it just tells you again, Cowboys defense, not good, not good, not good. And credit to the Bears, they got their first win, so I'm sure, Ben Johnson's very excited about that. I still don't think they're a very good football team. It's as simple as that, but...
No, but I will say that they at least it looks like they're making progress.
I guess. Maybe.
Because, and that's what you want, right? First year head coach, you've got a guy who was a rookie last year. You just want to show progress.
Yeah.
And I think they did show progress. Now, whether it's going to continue throughout the rest of the season, who knows? But there was progress there.
Yes. And then the Sunday night. Jesus Christ.
Do we have to talk about this one?
God, what a terrible football game this was.
That was so bad.
Like, Chiefs-Giants.
Oh,
Chiefs
my
win
God.
22-9. I don't know why Russell Wilson is still in the NFL. I really don't. Like,
I think I heard Jackson Dart's going to start.
he is. That is confirmed. He is starting.
Yeah.
This
So-
week. Yes.
Bring on the Jackson Dart
Why not? What are you saving
era.
him for? What are you saving him for?
Dude,
Like you saw.
Hold on. Russ threw.
Yeah.
There was times where I was pissed off like I was Malik Neighbors. Like what? And I don't even care about the Giants.
Right.
I like watching Kansas City lose, so I was rooting for the Giants because I want Kansas City to lose everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes, does Russell Wilson need glasses?
I don't.
Where was he throwing the
I have
football?
no idea where he was throwing the ball.
Especially on the fourth down,
Yeah.
where he just chucks it out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah. Like what?
At least give somebody a chance to make a play on it. You fucking rifled it out of the end zone.
Like even if you throw a pick, who cares? Who cares?
What does it matter?
It doesn't matter if you're just gonna do that.
You fucking threw it out of the end zone. What are you doing?
Like two things.
it was. I couldn't believe it.
two things out of this game. One, Russ, he got to go.
He's done.
He got to go.
He's done.
Two, can we please, for the love of God, stop putting the Jets and the Giants on fucking prime time?
Just because they're New York
Just
teams.
because they're, quote, New York teams. Well, they're not even fucking New York teams. Please, can we stop with this? Like, I get it. It's the media. No.
Oh God.
First of all, they play in fucking New Jersey. And second of all, they're fucking terrible. Stop putting them on prime time. Nobody wants to see these fucking teams. Stop. Stop it. And then we have obviously already talked about the Lions-Ravens game. So,
Yep.
that is the wrap-up of, what is this, week 3? Of week 3, yes.
Yes. This is week 3.
Or it was week 3.
It was week 3.
Yes.
Now we're coming up to week 4.
Correct. Yes, we are. You know where you should start off watching week 4 at?
Yeah. Tap and Barrel Grill.
I think it was a pretty good segue.
It was. That was awesome. You don't. It was awesome. It was
awesome.
awesome. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was awesome. You know what else is awesome? Which is the word I meant to say, is Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township. They're one of the newest sports bars in Metro Detroit. They have an upscale sports bar. It features over 40 craft beers on tap, handcrafted cocktails, a delicious scratch-made food menu, and an amazing patio, which was voted best in Macomb County by Crane's Detroit Weekly. You can still enjoy that patio for a while. They also have fireplaces and fire pit tables out there. Go enjoy that while you can. The comfortable feel, attentive staff, and fine dining food options make it a must-visit spot for sports fans and foodies alike. If you want to watch your winning Detroit Lions play another game this week, go to Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township. Tap and Barrel Grill, visit them at 50055 Van Dyke Avenue or go to tapandbarrelgrill.com.
Wasn't your best read.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Hey, man.
It's not his fault. He can't read.
Yeah, they can't all be home runs, man.
Yeah, sometimes I just distract myself.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it happens.
They can't all be home runs.
They can't all be winners. You know what I mean?
Certainly not. Yeah. So what do you want to get into? You want to hit the picks?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's hit the picks.
This segment is brought to you by the Joe Wright Group.
It's time!
Well, on the plus side, I did not finish in last place this week.
You did not.
You want to say who did finish in last place this week?
I will. So I'll start out at first place this week.
Yes. Okay.
First place this week was Frank at 12-6.
Good job, Frank.
He had a 5-2 record in college and a 7-4 record in NFL picks.
Look at you go, Frank. Good job, buddy.
Second was Eric.
I'm still convinced Alicia's making those picks.
Second was Eric/Alicia.
Yep.
At 11-7. He went 6-5 in NFL picks and 5-2 also in college. Him and Frank were both 5-2 in the college picks. Third was myself at 10-8. I went 7-4, tied for first in NFL picks. But I went 3-4 in college picks, which I'll be honest with you, kind of makes sense to me. My college picks are never really going to be as good as my NFL picks.
True.
For the most part, or at least that's what I expect. Then fourth. There's not two thirds. There's a third and then a fourth. You're the fourth.
All right, fractions.
Yeah. You're the fourth.
Yes.
And you went 6-5 in your NFL picks. And you went 3-4 in your college picks. You finished with a record of 9-9 for the week.
Right.
And then
Turning upward.
And then trailing, pulling up on the caboose back there, is Allison. She went 4-3 in her college picks.
Yeah.
And then really shit the bed in the NFL picks.
Yeah.
She went 4-7.
Wah, wah.
After the college picks, I thought she was going to roll
I
again.
did too. I'm like, you're actually doing really well.
I thought I saw another week where she was rolling.
And then
the NFL picks just did not pan out very well.
And then not.
Yeah. So.
All right.
And here we are. Oh, let me give the overall
Oh, yes.
as well.
Please.
So, overall, Frank is winning with a 64.86 win percentage. He is 24-13. Eric is second, close by, at a 64.7 win percentage. He's 33-18. I am in third, 33-25 record with a 56.9 win percentage. Allison is in fourth, 19-18 with a 51.35 win percentage. Chris, you are fifth, 24-33 record at a 42.11 win percentage.
Trending upward, though.
Yes, you did better this week.
I did.
You did what the kids call 6-7 this week.
Oh,
you did
time.
mid.
Yeah, legitimately, yes.
So you got that going for you, though. You're trending upwards,
Which is nice.
It's nice. You got that going for you.
All right, so we got a big slate of games this week, both college and pro. So
Yes,
one's
lots of
gonna-
games.
This one's gonna take a minute.
It's gonna be a minute, folks.
Yes, I hope you got a lot of drops ready.
Let's do this.
I don't want to hear any repeats either.
Okay.
All right. We start off with USC laying 6.5, taking on Illinois after Illinois just got flat out embarrassed by Indiana last week. We all took USC except me. I took Illinois.
All right, here we go. Shh.
Next, we got Notre Dame laying 4.5, taking on Arkansas. We took Notre Dame across the board. I like that. That's good.
It's literally just her laugh.
That's good. I like it. Next, we got LSU taking on Mississippi. Mississippi's laying 2.5. Myself, Allison, and Frank took Mississippi. You and Eric are dum-dums and took LSU.
Guys, I know you have enough.
After that, we got Auburn taking on Texas A&M. Texas A&M laying 6.5. Joe, you and Eric took Texas A&M. The rest of us took Auburn.
Fuck you all.
Nice. Next up, we got Ohio State traveling to Washington to take on the Huskies. Ohio State's laying 9.5. We all took the Buckeyes, and this is my lock of the week.
You ever get their burps and farts out of the way?
I didn't put a lock
You
in,
did
did
not?
I?
We'll look over the thing and make a fucking
Yeah,
lock.
I'll put a lock in here
All
real
right.
quick. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can
No?
go.
All right.
I'll put a lock in somewhere.
Next, we got Tennessee laying 7.5, taking on Mississippi State. We all took Tennessee.
I'm a Jew. I'm perpetually yelling.
After that, we got a big one. Alabama taking on Georgia. Georgia's laying 2.5. Surprisingly, we all took Georgia.
I'm never less Jewy.
Can confirm.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Good.
One of my favorite ones.
Next up, another big one. Oregon taking on Penn State. Penn State's laying 3.5. We all took Oregon except Frank, who took Penn State.
Shut up. I
He's a
hate
James
you.
Franklin believer.
Shut up. I hate you.
And the final college game of the week, BYU laying 6.5, taking on Colorado. We all took the Mormons in BYU.
Stop it, Chris. You're making it hard.
Yes. And that was the college slate. As we move on to the NFL, we have the Seahawks laying 1.5, taking on Arizona. We all took Seattle except for Frank, who took the Cardinals.
Well, the world needs ditch diggers, too.
After that, we got the Saints taking on the Bills. Bills laying 15.5. We all took the Bills except for Eric, who picked the Saints.
Happy Chinooka. I have no idea what Chinooka is, but happy Chinooka
That's still one of my
because they
favorites.
said so.
That's one of the best cameos.
I fucking love
Oh,
it.
it was one of the best cameos we ever.
We should go back to doing a cameo every week.
Do they even have? Is that even still a thing?
Yeah, I
Is
think
it
so.
really?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we might have to look into that for sure. Next up, we got the Vikings laying 2.5, taking on the Steelers. Joe, myself, and Eric took the Steelers. Eric and Lady Friend took Minnesota.
I want my own ass.
After that, we got Washington laying 2.5, taking on Atlanta. We have Washington across the board.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
Next up, we got Eagles laying 3.5, taking on the Buccaneers. All of you took the Eagles. I took Tampa Bay.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
After that, we got Jaguars, Niners. Niners laying 3.5. Joe, you and Allison took the Niners. The rest of us took Jacksonville.
Everyone in this room is now dumber.
Probably. Next up, we got Bears laying 1.5, taking on the Raiders. Everybody picked the Bears except Frank, which I'm not very surprised about. He took the Raiders.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Next up, we got, might be the game of the week, I guess. I don't know. Ravens laying 2.5, taking on the Chiefs. This is a clusterfuck right here. Let's see. Allison, Eric, and you took Baltimore. Me and Frank took Kansas City.
He has a 5-year plan.
What is it? Don't die?
Speaking of that, I watched Happy Gilmore too.
Okay.
talk
I
about
still
that.
haven't watched it all. Yeah. That's why I haven't watched
You
it all.
didn't miss anything.
I know.
Next up, we got Green Bay laying 6.5, taking on Dallas. We took Green Bay across the board.
It's not his fault he can't read.
After that, we got, I don't know why. This is another game that should not be on prime time. Can we flex this into, like, the Sun? I don't even put on Comedy Central. I don't care. Like, Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins laying 2.5.
Yeah, I can't believe this is a primetime game.
Why is this a primetime game?
I don't know.
I don't get it. But Joe, you, myself, and Frank took the Jets. Eric and Lady Friend took the Dolphins.
You gonna fuck on me?
Next up, we got Cincinnati taking on Denver. Denver's laying 7. Now, see, this would have been like a great primetime game.
Yeah.
With Burrow playing, but obviously he is not. Denver's laying 7.5. Myself and Frank took Denver. You guys took Cincinnati.
It's not illegal. It's frowned upon, like masturbating on an airplane.
And the last game of the week, always the biggest game of the week, your Browns taking on Frank's Lions, and Eric's Lions, I guess, for that matter.
Yep.
Lions laying 8.5. Joe, you, Eric, and Frank took the Leos. Myself and Allison took the Brownies.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
And those are this week's picks.
All right. I got to look through here and find a lock.
Yes.
I think I'm going to take Pittsburgh as my lock.
Okay.
So throw Pittsburgh as my lock in there over Minnesota, because I actually think they're going to upset and win that game outright. I don't think they're going to need the 2.5 points.
Okay.
So throw them as my lock.
I got it.
And after that, do we have anything else for the public, or are we done?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I can officially start my vacation?
You can start your vacation.
Fuck yes.
I know you're excited about it. So.
I am. Give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider or your least favorite podcast provider, any podcast provider. SOTDET.com. Click on shop, buy some stuff, support us. We'd appreciate it. Also, click on our sponsors tabs there. Give them a like, a share, and a follow as well. That's SOTDET.com. On behalf of Chris, I'm Joe. We are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye. Have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No.
Bye, buddy.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
You were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born.
I don't know why, but
great
this show, I
think the most important part is that we all stay together
I
throughout.
got distracted today.
Don't give up.
I got distracted
Don't ever
today
give
several
up.
times, actually.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I've ever done. The best thing I will ever do is be a dad.
God, I love you guys. Mamba out.